Hey Spuddies, Potato McWhiskey here, and welcome back to Let's Play Civilization 6 as Persia, where we're making progress on our, well, not quite world domination, but we're definitely, oops, that was a misclick, we're definitely dominating this part of the world. Progress is, well, I feel like slow is a little bit too harsh. Progress is plodding. We are making progress, it's just at a, relatively easy pace. So I think our main goal for this episode is to finish up the war with the Ottomans, maybe see if we can do a little bit of stuff against Byzantium, conquer a bit of Byzantium. It would be kind of cool if I could get more military to head up towards to taking out Georgia. She does have access to a lot of tea and things like that. That would be awesome if we could take those out. The other thing is we're going to go ahead and take Heartbeat of Steam right here, because we might be able to build a few industrial era buildings. The other thing is we're going to start building up our walls, right? And the goal of building up these walls is to set ourselves up to have a really nice baseline of tourism when we transition from mobilization into conservation. Plus, we're about to lose limes as a policy over here at ideology. So this is the most efficient time in the game for us to build walls in preparation of having just enough tourism to do something interesting. Now, here's the thing. We are really not generating that much tourism against all the other players in the game. We actually have zero tourists. However, in theory, if we can get enough control over more of these luxury resources, I think it should be possible for us to do something there. All right, a barb camp just appeared here, which is incredibly annoying. Let's go ahead and purchase some cuirassiers. I'll get 3 cuirassiers to clear this. This is partially why I have this knight here, is to fog bust, but it just didn't quite work exactly as I wanted it to. We've got a little bit of noise going on here, so let's just fall back while we wait to turn these cavalry into cavalry armies. See if we can't catch and kill this guy. Be good to get rid of him. Move my cuirassiers up. I'll take barding to make him more defended against ranged attacks. Somehow this city is loyal. I'm impressed by that. I think it may be because, the Phoenician ability means your cities can never flip independent while they're on your capital continent. That's right. That's a Phoenician thing. Okay, 100% production towards city center buildings would be so amazing right now. And cheaper unit faith purchasing would be amazing right now. I'd also like to gain diplomatic victory points. World's Fair, I'm on board with. This is going to change how we play the game based on, this is one of the few world congresses. Okay, campus buildings. Units are cheaper with production, and Tamar. Cheaper with production is not ideal for us. We can make that work. You fortify here. We need to damage this vampire to kick him out. Bursa is flipping. You go here, then you go here, then take expert crew. You go here, you go here, and you go here. So we're just about in position to hit Ankara with our main force. Let's get another cuirassier. Ancient walls are done, medieval walls, medieval walls, medieval walls. Just a lot of medieval walls will be coming down right here. There is something to be said. I think I'm just going to take suzerainty of Hattusa, so I don't have to deal with that anymore. Plus, it'll give me a little bit of knowledge of the general world, which will be real handy. And I don't have to worry about being at war with them anymore. Right, I want to get my cuirassiers up on the flanking bonus and kill that guy. So he's dealt with. Majongs are doing jongy things. We got a nice flank on this guy. Let's get him killed. 1 barb at a time. That's the goal. I think it would be a good play to use Boudica to turn into barb stuff, because she's kind of an old great general now at this point. She served her purpose. We have met Spain, who I suspect is one of the top science people in the game. Let's have a look here. Alexander, and there's still 2 unmet players that we have yet to encounter. Let's get these bombards up into Ankara. 1 blast, 2 blast, 3 blast, the foray. That's amore. We got the medieval walls in the capital, and now we're starting to get Renaissance walls. It's a very exciting time. The transition period to the mass walling. Let's get our 3 cuirassiers surrounding this for the flanking bonuses. We won't attack this turn. We'll attack next turn. Let's get Boudica to here. We'll pop Boudica to get both of these field cannons. We'll kill this man-at-arms. God, wow, that is just a lot of shit. So at the very least, we got a couple field cannons out of that, which is kind of cool. A settler is in position. The big thing would be to get a builder over there, and I am going to go ahead and send a builder because we want both of these incense online. I'll sell off my luxury resources to Spain and to you. She won't give me any money, but she would give me 2 great works of writing. She'd give me a lot of money too. Yeah, 500 gold plus 15 per turn. Looks about right. I'll take that. No luxuries to purchase. Enemy privateer hanging around in the Mediterranean. Everyone is denouncing me and upset at me, but I mean, like, who wouldn't be angry at the sheer vastness of this gargantuan Persian Empire? Okay, they're mad jelly. They're mad jelly of my mad skills. There's mobilization, so we can form 3 units into a much bigger unit. Why doesn't the biggest unit simply eat the other units? And I think I'm going to take out Total War just for a minute so we can plug in. Where's that anti-barbarian card? Oh, I think it's gone. Well then, I will just keep Raid plugged in, I guess. Yeah, I guess I'll keep Total War. We're making progress. It's probably about time that I drop Oligarchic Legacy because I'm not using that many melee units anymore. We're not quite there, but we are close. Why don't you kill him and then you guys will combine? And then why don't you kill him and then you guys will combine? So now you're super strong. We'll claim Mary Catherine Goddard. Actually, +1 diplomatic visibility is amazing for a war game. We could also turn her into a corporation. That'd be amazing. Do I want a corporation or do I want +1 diplomatic visibility? +1 diplomatic visibility is like so much combat strength. Whereas, yeah, +1 diplomatic visibility is just insanely good for this war game. 1, 2, 3 attacks. Soften up this guy. We should be able to take him next turn. You go ahead and pillage for that health. Let's shoot that vampire to kick him back to his hometown. There's another vampire coming. Pillage for gold, which should let us upgrade a man-at-arms to a line infantry. Boom. Move a bombard up. Oh. Move the Great General up. You took a little bit of damage. Let's promote you with... Well, I can actually just step you back now and give you forward observers. Like, that's the thing that I can do. I'm going to faith buy some more bombards. 1 bombard. And can I faith buy another one? No, I cannot quite faith buy another bombard, but we'll be able to turn these into bombard armies soon, especially the one with the extra range is insane. Blast and blast. Kill and kill. Blast and blast. Still dealing with a lot of barbs here. Why can't you shoot? You're standing on a... Oh, you're standing on a builder somehow. Okay, that's why you can't shoot. Yeah, would love to hire a Minas Gerais. Ankara is hankering for a hankering. There's +1 range, so we don't even need to be in range of these cities when we kill them now, which is amazing. Let's make sure we keeping the bombards flowing in so we can upgrade these guys. You just blast. All right, eat his soul. Come in here. Disperse this clan. Perfect. All right, we're going to deal with this vampire here. Appreciate the walls you built for your people. So she's starting to enjoy me because I built so many walls. We do now have oil. And I think a couple of my cities are maybe settled on oil, or Hattusa is giving us that benefit. We should totally find like tons of oil. We've got oil over here, oil over here. We've got oil here, oil here. All right, this is fantastic. Let me go ahead and do a search for oil. And I'll just place my pump jacks on them so that I remember, like, so it's a little bit more obvious that these things need to be improved, right? God, there's so much oil, dude. Is oil over in Libya as well that we can get a hold of? There's elephants. I don't even know if anyone has elephants yet. Let's hire the Minas Gerais. It's a disgustingly good ship. Portugal's got like a big old fleet of nows, which kind of scary actually. There's someone here, but I can't tell who it is. It's England. England has settled Africa. Tell me something new. Okay, we have refining. Let's go for flight. Then we'll go for combustion. 1 blast. 2 blast, that's a Mohori. Ooh, taking a little bit of damage from these vampires. That's okay. We definitely need to get rid of those vampires. That volcano is still erupting. Let's see if we can't... Well, we'll get a major victory. This vampire is way weaker than the other one. We absolutely need to keep damaging the city. That's completely not optional. And it is now in kill range. Why don't you go ahead and pillage and then slam? We probably could have... done it the other way around, but it's all the one, man. So many Renaissance walls coming up for us here. In fact, I'm going to go ahead and just take Ankara because I think it just makes sense to do that. We'll keep that city. Loyalty's a little bit grim. Let's move up Victor. He's kind of in a back line here. Let's move him up to Ankara. We've got -8 loyalty. If we switch and kill Istanbul, that should be a lot of loyalty for this city. Most of the negative loyalty is coming from Byzantium. So if we go to the loyalty map mode, we could see where a lot of that pressure is coming from. You can see it's coming from this city, and a couple of cities out this way. So I reckon Istanbul is probably the biggest amount of pressure coming into the city, then maybe followed by Constantinople. So I think Istanbul should be our next target. Bursa is now positive on loyalty, which is great. Let's go for Granary, Watermill. We're going to go ahead and grab Moksha. And in fact, I'm going to put Moksha into Ankara, and then instead I'm going to reassign Victor back to, was it Izmir? No, he was in Edirne. Yeah, so now he's providing his +4 loyalty bonus around, which will buy us even more turn in Ankara to get a hold of stuff. 1 shot, 2 shot, step in, break that encampment, kill this silly little ranger, And then let's clear this barb camp. Perfect. That'll boost flight. Somehow that'll boost flight. I don't know how that works. Just not going to question that one. I'm just not. Don't know what happened there. Get rid of this vampire. Perfect. We kicked him back. I don't remember how you actually are supposed to like long-term kill vampires. I think you gotta kill them inside their vampire castle or something, right? Right. Ankara is mine. Kill this one. Move the infantry forward. Begin blasting this city. City is officially on blast. Let's buy a ranger. I'll buy a field cannon to protect this city. I need it to actually garrison the city. There we go. We got our Renaissance walls. Let's go back for the entertainment complex. Finish that coal power plant. So we're starting to finish up the Renaissance walls in a bunch of cities. We're only 4 turns from conservation, so we should see a big jump in our capacity to produce stuff. So I think we go flight into steam power so we can start getting railroads. And then we go steel into combustion. I probably want to get myself a couple military engineers so we can start railroading. And that'll be a fun and intriguing process to, you know, coat my empire in railroads. So I definitely don't want another military emergency because it's annoying and I just don't feel like dealing with it. I am losing cuirassiers to a lot of ranged attacks here, plus these goddamn things. Can I kill this permanently? Okay, so how do you kill vampires? Okay, so the vampire needs to attack from a vampire castle in order to get killed. Well, that's probably not gonna happen, but no big deal. We'll figure that all out. Get rid of this bad guy. Give him a few shots. Now he's cleared. Istanbul will fall pretty quick, which I'm happy about. Renaissance walls have been done in here. You can go back to building builders for me, because I honestly just need so many. I need just so many builders. It's actually insane. David Tremblay has finished production as well. And you could just go ahead and get me more spies. I still need to fill up my spy slots. Otherwise, it's wall time. That's all it is. It's wall time o'clock. Blast, capture. Istanbul has fallen. Little bit of negative loyalty in there, mostly -10 from Byzantium. However, if we opt to keep this city, it's now under occupation, so it's only money -5. So grabbing a Mani from Bursa should do the trick, I think, because Bursa should be positive loyalty. And now we've got the loyalty muscle built. Now only Ankara is in a bit of trouble, but now it's positive loyalty too. So we've actually just solved the problem, which is amazing. Let's take urban warfare. You need to pop back and take the route promotion because you're better at fighting damaged units. I cannot tell you how hyped I am to get conservation and like also get my monopolies going. I don't know why I lost my monopolies. I thought I had monopolies of something and I don't understand. It was like, did more cotton appear on the map or something? This die over here got pillaged. That's what happened. Okay. Got it. There's flight. Now that's going to give us a huge boost to our tourism. We're up to 83 tourism per turn. And if I press the 7 key, you can see all these Pyrodizas now are generating tourism. Now they don't generate a massive amount of tourism, but we have a really big empire. So they generate a decent amount. I really need to find city-states. So I'm going to send my boats on exploration expeditions to see if I can get out into the Atlantic Ocean and like find city-states. This is something I've been really lacking this game, is access to high-quality city-states. I'm going to go ahead and faith buy a bombard. I'll move him 1 tile. Well, I guess I'll just eat his soul. Boom. Where are we going next? I reckon we head down to Trabzon. Take that out. We could leave the Ottomans down here, but I want their luxuries. There's conservation. We have been awarded 3 envoys. We have access to naturalists. Let's come here. We'll buy this. Move you to there. Perfect. I need to get a scout on this city, so I'll move you over. You can blast it. Oh, man. Look at that disgusting damage. Oh. Ooh. Oh boy. Conservation is done. Now we're up to 170 tourism per turn. Some unmet player has an insane amount of domestic tourists. So we'll see what we can do. We definitely want to go mass media, and maybe we want to go fascism here. If we want to keep on the war train, could be the way to go. I mean, I don't see a reason not to just keep warring, right? Because we're just having a great time. It's a fun, slow, methodical war game. We should totally set up like a flight deck somewhere when we get a chance. Like maybe the city of Kutaisi could do it. So what I need in Kutaisi is I need to get a little bit more housing. So I need to get up to 11 housing. It'll grow in 2 turns. And then I'll be able to place down maybe an airport here. And we can start producing airplanes. We do have the biplane tech, which would be really useful. And we'll have military engineers running around in the not too distant future. Okay, first bombard shot lands on the enemy. Second bombard shot. We take the city of Trabzon. Boom. That's a wrap for you. -4 loyalty in there. That's easily dealable. Bring you up. Blast Acilia Halep. Bring up the line infantry rather. Blast that. Field cannon stays put. So many Renaissance medieval walls finishing. It's actually sick as hell. So many empty trade route slots. I just haven't had the money or the resources. So much happens on a per turn basis now that it's actually quite difficult for me to make that happen. How come I'm not getting a monopoly on this? I don't understand. At 58% control, surely that should be a monopoly. Do you need 60% or something? Another barb camp has been found. We will want to clear it. The arena is available here. I think we immediately go for the zoo. We need that. In Kutaisi, we go for the airport. I will just put an airport right there. That's fine. It'll take 4 turns. We can start the construction of air stuff. Renaissance walls are going up. We would love a military academy in here. We also want to build settlers and builders and just all of those things. But the insatiable need for builders in my empire right now, because of the sheer size of it, is kind of insane. So I think I'll stick to that as a play. Ooh, I think taking control of Valletta is huge here. I could buy city center buildings with faith. There's +3 era score. We just circumnavigated the world. Valletta revealed so much useful information to me. Granada, we can take control of. Oh, I need to take back Akkad. Bologna, Fez, Yerevan. Oh, these are all really, really useful pieces of information. I don't know what the hell England is doing in Portsmouth over here. But there's potential in the world. Gaul has over 350 signs. He must have started his science victory. Well, I think we can get to him in time, but I am definitely the threat from the east. I am like the Persian horde storming my way across the landscape. Right, let's blast Halep. And then this guy is the one I want to get the most experience on, because he's the one that has not yet got his extra range. Just get that little bit of experience, take that city, and I think that might be the Ottomans dead. That's +5 era score for me. A person I can't earn envoys against, which kind of sucks. Or not envoys, tourists against, but not the end of the world. Let's go ahead and grab Liang, pop her into Halep. So most of the negative loyalty looks like it's coming from Byzantium. If we check the loyalty map mode, that's mostly coming from the north. So Constantinople will be our next target. Right, let's clear this barb camp as we had planned. That'll get us close to a level on that guy. There are some luxuries. I mean, I'd love to start getting these elephants. That's where the settlers are going to have to start coming in again. But that's going to be a process. I think I would like to get the armory and the military academy and clockwork Ouroboros. And this is honestly just to be able to build more builders, because the production boost from these things actually applies to builders. And I would love to get control of Granada. I'm actually going to just put the 7 envoys in there, so I have control of them. Plus, it'll actually reveal more of the map to me. And the really cool thing about this is I have 3 militaristic city-states. So if I have a fully built military academy in a city, I'm getting 18 production in that city towards units, which is insane. Okay, that's a ridiculously good bonus. It's super powerful, super fun, and I'll be able to churn out units like nobody's business. Let's faith buy another cuirassier, and then we can army this guy up. I wouldn't mind faith buying another line infantry if I could, but I don't quite have the money. I wouldn't mind just building more line infantry if we could make it happen. We don't have quite the crazy faith that we would like. I mean, we have decent faith. Don't get me wrong. It just ain't crazy yet. Ooh, our agent was killed in Constantinople. Not the end of the world. It does like moderately suck. We're going to go ahead and pillage here, then move you forward. We're going to pillage with you. We're hanging on with this line infantry. We got 7 turns, but that's plenty of time to turn that around. Ooh, Renaissance walls finished in here. Let's finish that entertainment complex. Would love to get the factory down here, actually. Probably a good idea to get started on that. It'll take 18 turns, but it will massively increase the productivity of this local area. You guys need to just get me some builders. I need so many damn builders. It's insane. Oh, code red. We got a barb scout. Don't let them scout. It's not okay for them to scout. Completely unacceptable. Let's make sure we buy out to the incense. Incense is morally neutral. Boom. Now do I have a monopoly? Come on now. Finally, I have a monopoly, which means I should get some income from monopolies as a luxury resource. And if I go to my old tourism map mode, yeah, 645% from tourism monopoly. Hey, look at that bad boy. Tell me that ain't juicy. I think the really awesome thing about, I honestly, Inquisitive Otter totally turned me on to the Monopoly mode. I put out a tweet recently and I was asking people like, what's your hottest Civ 6 take? And Inquisitive Otter just said like, the Monopolies mode is not broken. And that's why I was like, you know what, I want to try it out. And I think there's kind of something to what he said, because basically what he said was that the Monopoly mode lets you kind of close out a game like more easily, which means it's kind of serving its purpose. You know, but holy bejesus, Constantinople is falling so fast. So we'll get this military academy, then we'll start spamming builders. I've got a fully built encampment in here. I'll very quickly get that granary and then start spamming builders, because so much of my empire is like still in shambles. It's completely obliterated, wrecked, like your mom. Ooh yeah, hell yeah, we got him. Ooh, Preslav. That's not where Preslav is. But I will make friends with Preslav. Can I kill this and steal this builder? Oh, amazing. I think this actually might be my builder that was like stolen by a barb like hundreds of turns ago. I remember I did lose a builder like once upon a time, a long ass time ago. I kind of like these big old games of Civ. There's something fun about having this giga empire that I'm managing and walking around. I haven't played a game of Civ at this scale in I don't know how long, and I don't think I've ever enjoyed a game of Civ at this scale ever. But this is awesome, brilliant. This is like peak Civ right now. We're peaking. All right, blast, 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 pillage, step, by line infantry. We'll eat his soul next turn. Oh yeah, he's got his +1 range promotion. It's all coming together, baby. We just got the aerodrome. We would like to build the hangar, and so we shall. I think it would be good for us to get the observation balloon and walk that to the front line. Do you know what else we need? I think we need like some military engineers here. I mean, there's a lot of stuff is happening that we're kind of busy with, but that would be nice. Let's start. I need more builders. But let's get an encampment in here. Or do I want to build an aerodrome? I'll get the encampment. Good military production can happen here. City of Bursa, repair the granary, then get started on military stuff. Hagmatana, you got yourself a granary in here. Good shit. Just go ahead and spam builders until the end of time. So steel is complete. We do have access to artillery, and we're about to get access to tanks. We have a decent amount of oil, but we really need those builders out. Let's go for stables, and we have all of our guys. I think I'll take grants on Pingala just because I like that extra great people points in the capital. It's just a fun little mechanic that I enjoy. Take your promotion. Depredation on cavalry is one of my favorite promotions. If I settle here, I'll capture all these resources, which is nice. You capture all of these. I'd like to capture all of this stuff. So I'm thinking right there's a good spot. Yeah, she's a beauty, all right. Right there. Yep, feels good to me. Right, you pillage, you blast, you blast, you blast. Capture the city. Hopefully the vampire dies. It looks like he got kicked out of the city. We'll keep the city. Loyalty's grim. The grim fairy tales. Let's put Victor into there. Boom. Victor for victory. Yeah, we're holding the line, baby. We're gonna have artillery soon, observation balloons. Oh man, it's all coming together. A lot of repairing new buildings after we conquer a city. What are you up to? What are you doing here? I guess you could make your way over here to do some fixing up. Finally, we can repair these dyes. How many monopolies do I have? That's a real question that I need to ask. I've got one here. How close are we to more? We might be able to get cotton. We will definitely get dyes. We might be able to get tea. Citrus might happen. Some of these other ones might be harder. We got a truffles monopoly, amazingly. No, that's his monopoly. I'm kind of curious. Oh, wow. Making 720 tourism per turn, 240% for luxury thingies. We're up to 15 tourists already. That's insane. Gaul is starting a science victory, but I think we're in a chance to actually win this game in a reasonable time frame, which is kind of exciting because I didn't know if we would actually get there from anything other than a domination. So I'm going to send you to Gaul's city. I want to see his capital. I don't see his capital, sadly. So we need quite a bit of gold in the bank to upgrade artillery. We're probably going to have to save up a little bit here to make that happen. Let's just buy a field cannon. Oh, shoot. You're in the wrong spot for that. Well, I'll bring you up here. And then I'll promote you at forward observers while I bring my artillery around. I need to deal with Dido. You know what? One way to deal with Dido would be to just actually piece her out. So that way she can't like pillage my stuff anymore and I can get around to actually repairing things. I know it's a little bit of a wacky way to deal with someone in a war game. But I think it actually makes sense for the position that I'm in. This genuinely has to be like the most epic game of Civ, like in terms of scope that I've played. And I don't know how long. And I think we're managing to make it interesting and keep it going quite well. Oh, okay. We got hit hard there with that guy and that was unlucky. Keep going, Victoria. Clear the barb camp. Claim a great person. Hopefully it's a great general. No, it's a great rider. Kind of not what I really care about. We got the zoo in Wacom Sock'em. Let's get ourselves a armory so we can get some military engineers. And now we need to go get that oil online that's floating around in my empire. Let's bring the observation balloon to the front line as well. What else could we do? It'd probably be a good idea to start building a few biplanes. The hangar is nice for the air combat bonuses, but I'll go for the hangar and then I'll get a few biplanes going. We got the Renaissance walls in Bactry, believe it or not. So this city could just go back to slowly producing settlers for me. Take a very long time for it to do anything, but I don't need it to do anything else. It's kind of crazy that I have so many cities that I don't need them to do things. Right, let's have a look at city overlap. I definitely could use a entertainment complex somewhere in the center of this sort of cycle of units and cities, because the city overlap here is fantastic for bringing in amenities. So I'd like to maybe put it somewhere over here on the left. I don't know, that'll be a process. Let's get a few builders to help continue to develop our empire. We can no longer build walls because we researched the steel technology, which prevents any future construction of walls. You don't have any luxuries inside your empire, do you? You have citrus and you have gypsum. Let me see, how close am I to like a citrus and gypsum thing? Citrus not so far, gypsum pretty far away, so maybe if I got closer to actually having monopolies on these, I would fight for these, but right now, doesn't seem particularly important. There are a couple of seaside resources I need to get online though. So I could spend 930 gold to upgrade you, or I could unlock drop limes because I no longer need it anymore. Plug in forced modernization. Get rid of oligarchic legacy. Honestly, at this point, oligarchic legacy just really doesn't do much for me. We could plug in collectivism. Elite forces would be expensive as heck. It would be kind of fun. I don't see a card that really does that much for me. In all honesty, like colonial taxes almost looks like it would be cool, but it really just doesn't do enough. Military organization to get great general points could be good to squeeze out the last couple of great generals. There's atomic era ones coming in, so I guess we might go for that. So now I can upgrade this bombard army to an artillery army on the cheap. I want you to step up here, I want you to pillage that, and I want you to retreat back. That'll give me enough money to bring this bombard army up and turn it into artillery as well. Interestingly enough, the vampire castle wasn't destroyed when I captured Constantinople, which means I think I'm still benefiting from it, which is crazy. I love that. That's awesome. Another 20 turns have passed, so I'm going to go ahead and call that the end of this episode. However, we should start to see the pace of progress pick up a little bit in the next few episodes. I want to thank you guys very much for watching. I love you all very much, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye-bye.